Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina, and today I'll be teaching a beginner yoga flow. Yoga means to unite and connect the breath and body together. Please know that all poses are optional and you're welcome to skip any at any point in your practice. We'll begin in a seated position and we'll stack the head above the heart and stack the spine. We'll take a big inhale together and exhale, settling into our seat. Inhale, exhale. I invite you to bring some gentle shoulder rolls into your practice. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhale, rolling them down the back. Inhaling up and exhaling back, seeing if you can make this dynamic. Moving as slow or fast as you'd like here. When you're ready, I invite you to shift your gaze over your right shoulder, noticing any colors and textures in the room, taking note of any windows or doors. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the left side of the room, noticing any differences here. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the right. Noticing any differences, maybe you see something new that you didn't see before. Exhale. Taking this one more time at your own pace. When you're ready, I invite you to walk your right hand to your side and gently bring your left arm over your head, looking up at the sky, opening the heart. Keeping as much bend in the right arm as needed. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, plant the left palm by your side. And inhale, the right fingers up to the sky. Feeling the heart open. Bending into this gentle side bend. Inhale. We'll take this 2 more times at our own pace. See if you can make your exhales a little bit longer than your inhales. When you're ready, I invite you to bring your arms up to the sky and exhale, palms through heart center, pressing the sternum into the thumbs. Perhaps you would like to call an intention for your practice today. It can be a simple word or a sentence connecting you to your practice. For example, my intention for today is to connect to my breath. Whatever your intention is, take a moment to take a big deep breath in and let it sink in. When you're ready, I invite you to roll over onto your knees. I'll face this way so that you can see my position. And we'll meet in a tabletop. You may keep the toes tucked or flat against the floor, whatever feels good in your body. And we'll ensure that the shoulders are stacked above the wrists and hips are over the knees in a cat tabletop position. On the next inhale, we'll drop the belly, shift the gaze up to the sky, coming into our cow. We'll exhale, lead with the tailbone, arch the spine, coming into cat. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine. We'll take this movement 2 more times. When you're ready, we'll meet back in neutral spine here. And we'll gently sink back into our hips, coming into a child's pose position. You may keep the knees open as wide as you'd like or closed, doing what feels best in your body. We'll stretch the hands out in front of us. And let the forehead rest on the mat here, allowing any thoughts to dump out here into the mat. As we connect deeper and deeper with our breath, breathe in and out. Please know that at any point in your practice, this pose will be here for you. When you're ready, we'll come up onto the hands once more into a tabletop position. We'll tuck the toes, lift the knees and hips up into a downward dog, planting our thumb and pointer finger to the mat, stretching the palms out wide. Your gaze may be at your toes or towards the back of the room, pushing the heart to the chest. And here, you may take a few breaths if you like to walk the dog, bending deep into each knee here. Or you may wish to sway the hips side to side. On the next exhale, we'll sink into the knees and gently make our way to the front of our mats into a forward fold. You may wish to take your elbows to frame your forehead, coming into a ragdoll position. And if it feels good for you, you're welcome to move side by side, swaying gently back and forth. Or you may invite some gentle neck movements to your practice, shaking the head yes or nodding it no, ensuring there's plenty of space between your elbows and ears. We'll drop the hands and inhale into a halfway lift, keeping a flat back here, L shape. Your hands may be at your shins or your thighs or the floor. Exhale, bending into our forward fold here. On the next inhale, we'll reach all the way up to the sky, stacking each vertebrae, saluting the sun, bringing the palms to heart center. Exhale, coming to the chest, pushing the sternum to meet the fingertips. And exhaling, rolling the shoulders out beside us. We'll inhale up to the sky, coming into our sun A. And exhale, hands at the hips, come into a forward fold here. We'll inhale, take a halfway lift, coming into that L shape once more. And exhale, forward fold. We'll plant the palms and step the feet back, coming into a plank. You may drop the knees here if that feels good for you. We'll roll the shoulders over the wrists on the inhale. And on the exhale, knit the elbows into the rib cage and lower the belly down to the ground, coming into a chaturanga. We'll inhale, press the palms firm into the mat and open the chest. Look up toward the sky, coming into an upward dog position. Exhale, sink deep into the mat here. We'll inhale, tuck the toes, lift back up, and sink into our child's pose. Taking a moment here to reflect on our breath and our intention for our practice here. When you're ready, we'll go map on the palm of our hands. Lift the knees and toes, coming into a downward dog. On the exhale, we'll gently bring our feet to meet our hands into a forward fold, and inhale into our halfway lift, keeping an L shape in the spine here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms all the way up to the sky, reach for the sun. Maybe you can give it a hug. Exhale, palms heart center, and roll the shoulders out beside you. We'll inhale the arms up to the sky, coming into our second sun A. And exhale, forward fold, hands at those hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, lead with the heart. We'll plant the palms, step the feet back, coming into a plank, and you may drop the knees again if that feels good. On the exhale, we'll knit the elbows into the chest and lower down into a chaturanga. Inhale, peel the chest open to the sky. Exhale, lower back down into the earth. We'll tuck the toes, lift ourselves back up, and come into our child's pose again. Please know this pose is always here for you, and you are welcome to skip the chaturanga at any point in your practice if that feels good too. We'll take a big deep breath in here. And when you're ready, we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips back up into our downward dog. Again, keeping our hands widely stretched on the mat, pushing down with our thumbs and pointer finger, bending into the knees as much as possible, and opening the heart to the thighs. Maybe the belly even touches the thighs a bit. Your gaze can be at the back of the room or your toes. On the next exhale, we'll sink deep into the knees and walk forward to meet our palms. We'll inhale, take a halfway lift, L shape in the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to the sky, stacking vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, palms heart center, and roll the shoulders out beside you. I invite you to take a moment here to feel your feet on the ground. Feel the earth holding you and supporting you. Perhaps connecting to your intention for your practice. We'll inhale the arms up to the sky when you're ready. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, lead with the heart. Plant the palms, step the feet back, coming into your plank. Again, you may drop the knees if this feels good. Then we'll inhale, coming forward over the shoulders of our wrists. Then exhale, lower into our chaturanga, belly to the ground, knitting the ribs into the elbows. We'll inhale, upward facing dog, peeling the chest open to the sky. And exhale, lower back down. Inhale, tuck the toes. Lift back up into your tabletop. And then on the exhale, we'll plant the palms into the mat. And then inhale, lift the hips back up to the sky. Take a big deep breath in here. And exhale, bend the knees. Walk your hands to meet the front of your mat or your palms. We'll inhale, take a halfway lift. Leading with the crown of the head and heart. And exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky, hug the sun. Exhale, bring that sun down to your heart. And roll the shoulders out beside you. That completes our third sun salutation A. We'll reach up for the sky in the next inhale. Exhale, forward fold here. Hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms. Step the feet back. And lower down into your plank. Knit the elbows into the ribs here. Into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, sink deep into your child's pose here. Taking a moment to reflect on how it feels to connect the breath with our movement. Inhaling, opening the body, and exhaling, sinking the body. Perhaps you can feel your belly rise and fall on your knees here as you relax your forehead into the mat. When you're ready, this time on the inhale, we'll walk our palms up towards our knees and we'll shift over into a seated position. Legs stretched out in front of us. I invite you to take your hands and tuck them behind your knees. And here, we'll gently roll back onto our backs. We'll bring the feet close to our fingertips. Perhaps you can touch the heels. If you cannot, that's okay. Just imagine your palms touching them. On the inhale, we'll ground the palms and feet into the mat here. And gently begin lifting up the hips, lower back, mid back, upper back, into a bridge pose here. We'll exhale, lower back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips. On the next inhale, we'll bring the knees into our chest. And I invite you to gently move side to side, keeping the lower back firmly pressed into the mat here. giving them a massage to the lower spine. When you're ready, I invite you to extend your left leg out in front of you, keeping the right leg tucked in. You may wish to bring your right arm out to the side into a T shape, and gently bring the left leg over right leg to the left side of the room, coming into a gentle supine twist here. If it feels good in your practice, you may bring your gaze over your right shoulder, looking around the room on the right side. When you're ready, you may bring your right knee back into your chest and gently extend it out on the exhale. Noticing any difference here between the right and left leg. And when you feel ready, you may bring the left knee in on the inhale, keeping the right leg extended out in front of you. Bring the arm out into a T on the left side of the room, and gently bring the left leg over to the right side. If this feels good in your body, you may bring your gaze over your left side, taking note of anything new that you may see. On the next exhale, we'll bring the knee back into center. And inhale the leg back out to meet the right. And exhale into our final rest, our sunset pose. You may wish to roll the legs out and roll the shoulders back. Taking a moment here to reflect on the breath. You may wish to bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly as you observe the rise and fall of the body as you breathe. Another option is to extend the arms out beside you, facing up if you wish to receive some energy, or facing down if you would like to receive grounding. Taking this time to offer ourselves gratitude here. Sinking deep into our mat, feeling the earth holding us and supporting us, connecting to our breath, accepting stillness. And when you feel ready, you may invite some gentle movement into your fingers and toes. Some wiggles here, some wiggles there. Going into the arms and legs. And perhaps taking a morning stretch, raising the arms above the head and extending long. You can let out a yawn if that feels good. And when you're ready, we'll roll over onto either the right or left side, your choice. And tuck the head into the chest, into the heart, your true teacher, coming into a fetal position. And as our practice comes to a close, I invite you to reflect on how it feels to breathe and move at the same time. And to offer yourself gratitude here for showing up and practicing for yourself. When you're ready, we'll meet back up into a seated position and end the class as we begin. We'll take a big inhale up to the sky, reaching for the sun. Pull it back down into your chest, touching the sternum to your thumbs. And in yoga, we say namaste, which translates to the light in me honors, sees, and loves the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.